So this is our next project. We're refinishing this solid wood dresser. It's 10 drawers. So here's all the drawers. I'm gonna have my wife sand all them because they have a little bit of nooks and crannies. So she's just gonna do them with a pad. But really nice solid wood. The liners are a little ugly, but that's all right. So yeah, so we're not restaining this. We're not gonna strip it or anything. We're just going to sand it down really well, take off the top coat, and take it off just all the little imperfections that it's seen from use and abuse. You know, it's not too bad, but yeah, some stuff right there. It's kind of hard to see, but all in all, good dresser. Has a little bit of a smoky smell too that we don't want, because it was next to a wood stove. So we're gonna go ahead and hit it with some Kills primer. If you haven't used that, it's really good stuff. It helps to block odor, and it's just a really good primer, really good sandable primer. So we're gonna go ahead and sand it down to start at. We're only gonna start at 120, since we really don't want to ruin any of these edges or anything. We're just gonna start at 120 and be really light, not careful not to damage any of the edges or the aesthetics of it. So we'll go ahead and do that, and then we'll bring you back. So here's the dresser. It's all sanded now. Got it all blown off and wiped it off. So now we're going to go ahead and put our primer layer on. Like I said, we're going to hit it with this Kills primer. Helps to block this bad smell it has, smoky smell. So we're going to hit it with that. 1 or 2 coats, probably 2 coats, and then we'll be back. Alright, so we got it all primed now. Got 2 pretty good coats on it. So now we're going to wait about an hour. We just did the back as best as we could with the paint we had left. We don't really care about it. It doesn't really have a smell to it. So we're going to wait about an hour and then come back and hit it with our final paint. Okay, so we just hit it with the final paint. Looks really good. Did about 4 coats, 4 really light coats. Waited a minute in between each. Came out really well. We like the color. So now we're going to let it dry for a while. I'm not quite sure how long the can says. So we're going to let it dry and then do the drawers. So we got these all sanded and blown off and wiped off. We found out it's going to be easier for us to just remove them from the drawer. Just 2 screws on the back. So yeah, we just removed them, wiped the backs off, and then we're just gonna paint them like this. So we gotta take the tops off all these now. Alright, so we got the front of the drawers all primed with the Kills primer. Looking pretty good. So we're gonna let them dry for about an hour and then come back and hit them with our paint that we're gonna use. So now we got all the drawer faces on. Just screwed them back on, put a little wood glue in the screws to make sure that it held on. Now we're ready to put them into the dresser. So here's the completed dresser. Came out really good. All the drawers work really well. We just got to replace the liners in them. But other than that, thanks for watching this video. Hope you tune in for the next one.